This is some crazy weather we're having in November. It's so windy. There's a tornado watch and a gale warning.
But that's not going to stop me from traveling into the city for a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Today is a very special day. I'm gonna go have lunch at Sukiyabashi Jiro's. Now Jiro's, if you're a sushi nerd, everybody knows who he is. I actually went and saw his documentary in the theaters when it first came out, 2011, 2012 or so, and I was like, oh, what a great experience that would be. Well, today it's actually coming true, but it's definitely only for people that are Japan.
Okay, the win wins here. Basically, you cannot make a reservation as a first-timer to Japan, and you must have someone book a time for you within the country a month in advance. There is no way to make a reservation outside of Japan. Finally here. This restaurant has a limited number of seats to allow for a personable experience for all.
Very cozy in here.
And yes, photos and video are quite okay with the staff. Their only request is that you do not photograph the guests. The staff and food preparation techniques are all fair game. Already, I'm impressed with the service and am completely entertained with Chef Ono's knife skills and how masterfully he crafts the sushi.
This is flounder. Already soy sauce on the top. Every sushi, I recommend to just eat. Please,
Okay.
first one try just eat.
And using your hands is encouraged. Flounder was a great opener, mild and fresh. The wasabi amount was just enough to notice, not overpowering at all.
Next one, the cuttlefish.
Catfish. Cuttlefish was new to me, chewier than I expected, not in an unpleasant way at all, very tasty.
Next one, the needlefish. Slim body, blue skin, nose looks like a needle.
Needlefish was another new one to me, with a perfectly soft texture and taste. Absolutely wonderful.
This is a lean tuna. Lean, no fatty tuna.
The tuna was familiar, but again, the freshness compared to what I'm used to made it an absolute treat.
Where do you come from?
America.
United States.
United States.
Medium fatty tuna. Same fish, different parts.
Fatty tuna instead of
Lean is near
lean
the
tuna.
bone, medium fatty is the back. They're all bluefin tuna.
The medium fatty tuna had what looked to be a little marbling that made this piece melt in your mouth with an added richness. My favorite so far.
Next on the gizzard shad, type of sardine. We use salt and vinegar marinade. This fish only sushi in Japan. No grill, no oil, just sushi. Maybe foreigner don't know this fish name. So I said
Gizzard
type
fish.
of sardine. Of course you know sardine.
This was surprising. Gizzard fish, I agree, is probably the freshest sardine I've ever tasted, and that salt and vinegar marinade is perfect.
Next on bloody clam or ark-shell. Ark, A-R-K, ark-shell. Red clam.
The presentation of this was super cute. Looks like a little clam bow on a bed of rice, and it was delicious.
Green onion and garlic good combination.
Next on the salmon roll. This salmon roll prepared ourselves. Different the other shop. No smell fishy, no salty. Because almost other sushi shop use salmon roll made from factory. Factory made a lot, not politely. So smell fishy and salty. This one our homemade. Please eat, compare.
Oh yes.
I don't know how to describe this. It's nothing like the roe I'm used to. In fact, I don't even like this kind of sushi normally. This was a huge wow factor. I don't usually order this at home. If it tasted like this every time, I would get it so much more often.
So sometimes overseas customer don't like salmon roll because before eat bad taste, fishy smell. But we use high quality. I said, if you know allergen, please try. Customer eat, change mind.
Yes.
Next on the horse mackerel or jack mackerel.
The taste was great, especially with the hint of wasabi. In fact, it's known for being a good tasting fish.
This fish name aji in Japanese. Aji means a taste. Aji ga ii, good taste. Next on the Japanese tiger prawn. Just to cook now, still warm. My recommendation, you eat first, tail first. Because head side is a brain inside. This part brain. Brain is a strong taste. Weak taste first, strong taste. After strong taste. The tail first. But the tail decoration, don't
Oh,
eat.
okay.
Decoration, don't eat.
He was right. This hits differently. Not as chewy, and the flavor is stronger in a good way. And it happened at Jiro's first.
My master changed about 35 years ago. Now some shops still warm. Customer understand warm is better. But some shop cold. Customer no eat boiled shrimp. So they use raw shrimp.
Raw shrimp.
But the traditional is boiled shrimp. We think vinegar rice, boiled shrimp much better.
Fun bit of history for you.
Next one, the mackerel. Salt and vinegar marinade.
Okay.
Before you eat horse mackerel, it's a no marinade, just raw. This one normal mackerel and salt and vinegar marinade.
The salt and vinegar was perfect. Never would have thought to do this. This was astoundingly delicious.
Next one, the sea urchin. You know, good sea urchin taste sweet, sweet taste.
This one made me nervous. I've never had sea urchin that tasted good. In fact, I normally avoid it completely. But at a place like this, it changed my mind. This actually was fantastic.
You know, uni is another thing that I've never had at home because it did not taste good at all. Never tasted like that.
But you can get good sea urchin Santa Barbara in California. We use the Hokkaido sea urchin. The Hokkaido and Santa Barbara, high quality the same. But last time American customer come here, this year Santa Barbara sea urchin no good because sea urchin eat seaweed. The seaweed, the cold seas are better. But this year every country warm up. The water sea warm up.
Yes.
The seaweed no good. So sea urchin no good.
Yeah.
Next one, the smoked bonito.
This was smoked with special hay to give it that special smoky kick. This was one of the highlights of the meal. I especially loved this piece.
Next one, the salt water eel, sea eel, sweet sauce on the top, no soy sauce please.
Okay.
Good seal is a so soft, melt in your mouth.
Okay.
Maybe overseas shop use eel is a freshwater eel because freshwater eel made from farm, so many. Salt water eel just wild, not so many, but quite different.
Okay.
Please eat, compare.
No words to describe. I think this was my favorite of the lot. The main portion of the meal was over, but you had the option to order a few more pieces, which of course I elected to do.
Big scallop.
Big scallop.
The scallop was not chewy at all, and slightly sweet. Absolutely worth it.
Most fatty, but
Compared to the medium fatty tuna, the most fatty tuna was pinker with more hints of white. Not quite marbling. This fish melted in your mouth much easier and was some of the best tuna I've ever had.
sweet sauce on the top, no soy sauce please.
Don't you love how he recommends not using soy sauce for the pieces he thinks don't need it? I appreciate that so much. This guy understands sushi next level. The hard shell clam was perfect, a great close to this meal.
Last one, baked egg. Sweet taste already, no soy sauce please. Looks and taste and texture like a cake, but this egg traditional style sushi egg.
That flourless egg and shrimp cake was delicious and such a unique treat. He says it takes 3 years to learn how to make, and boy does it taste like it. Upon finishing the cake, you're presented with another extremely hot towel.
Well, Chef Ono, that was worth every bit of it. Thank you so much.
While waiting to check out, Chef Ono suggested we get a photograph. I didn't even ask him. He's so sweet.
One more.
American style.
American style.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much. Sayonara.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know where to begin with how amazing that meal was. And I hope that this is, I hope you can hear with all this freshness of the fish. Really was the star of the show. And you can't replicate that. It's special.
We talk about this later. They weren't kidding when they said it was possible tornado warning today, after all.
Actually, I think I've said all that needs to be said. There's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said by someone else about this place. Dining here was an absolute privilege, and I am so grateful that I had the opportunity to do so. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you in the next one.